So welcome back to DC Silver Age Storytime, and today's story comes from Action Comics number 389, published in June 1970, with story by Cary Bates and art by Mortimer. You, the Legionnaire who defeated me and separated my electronic brain from my android body, you've fallen into my trap. Which of these superheroes is the foe against whom the android villain seeks revenge? Is it Cosmic Boy, Shrinking Violet, or Chemical King? Read on and see if you can guess the identity of the mystery Legionnaire. One startling day in the 30th century, a headless figure rockets through space at terrific speed, well over 1,000,000 miles away. I, Clem, was once the ideal synthetic criminal until my parts were separated. But now my zootronic brain is sending out impulses which my body is following. As soon as I am together again, I'll be able to destroy the one Legionnaire who rendered me helpless and imprisoned my body. Meanwhile, across the galaxy at Legion headquarters on Earth. Moments ago, we got word that Clem's body escaped and is on the loose, which means it's heading for his brain. If we only knew where the head is hidden, Chemical King, it may be a good idea, Shrinking Violet, to review our visit tape on that no-good. Clem came into being on the asteroid Voron 4, the site of a unique prison for interplanetary convicts who are helpless to escape. There are no guards, no hidden booby traps, no energy pulse fence to thwart attempted getaways. Yet no prisoner can escape. The Voron Clinic is exclusively for handicapped villains who permanently disable themselves while committing crimes. They created Clem. To fight off boredom, 4 master criminals pooled their scientific genius, stole various components from clinic equipment, and secretly constructed an invincible android. The convicts created a perfect synthetic criminal. Although their handicaps prevented them from committing their own crimes, the villains had Clem pull the jobs for them. And the super-equipped android soon became an interplanetary thief who could elude the law anywhere in the galaxy, until the day Clem encountered a team of Legionnaires. We all know what happened next, right, Cosmic Boy, and there's no need to notify the other members about this. Clem is our affair. Check. Chem, what's our first move? Stop number 1 will be Security Station 2J, where Clem's amazing android body was under observation by scientists. My body is still coming to me, following the invisible impulse trail. Soon I'll be able to seek out and destroy the one who decapitated me. That day will always live in my memory circuits. So he thinks back to the day he was chased into the jungle. I don't know how many Legionnaires are in that ship, but I'll play it safe. I should be able to lose any pursuers in this wild vegetation. But the vegetation begins to attack him. However, he has all sorts of defensive weapons. Nothing alive can withstand 50,000 degrees of thermal heat, but my body's unique insulation metal can. But he is suddenly pulled down. For some unseen force drawing me toward the cliff behind me. It must be the work of a Legionnaire. Now the very air around my body has been turned to liquid oxygen. All my mechanical components are frozen solid. What humiliation! A Legionnaire actually had the nerve to behead me. If he thinks this has put Clem out of action, he's mistaken. And he launches off through the power of rockets in his head. Ha! At this speed, I'm putting miles between me and that do-gooder. I'll have just enough power to reach the secret concealment cube I provided for myself. There, no one can find me. I'm not familiar with most of the Legion members, but I can never forget the face and costume of the Legionnaire who disabled me, though I don't know his name. It all happened in a matter of seconds, as you 3 know. We'd been busy examining Clem's body, trying to learn the secrets of its remarkable insulation metal skin, which they built from spare parts, I guess, in a clinic. The body was absolutely dormant until today. It suddenly came alive, as if something were operating it by remote control. We couldn't stop it, and as you saw, neither could the walls. It probably took Clem's brain all these months to store up enough power to reactivate its body. But where do we go from here? Voron, a hunch? The disabled convicts who created Clem might know where the head is hidden. Jackpot! There's the headless body now, approaching Voron, but it's nowhere near the criminal clinic. That means Clem must be hidden somewhere else on the surface. And there is Clem. Look! Some kind of hatch has opened in the ground. The body is diving in. We'll have to ditch the ship and go in after. I'll bet the head is at the other end of the tunnel. Right, so let's go. Clem will be mighty anxious to wipe out the Legionnaire he's been out to get all these months, so be careful. And the body plummets into the passage. Not far behind him come the three superheroes. Look, ahead, this tunnel goes on for miles, maybe even as far as the asteroid's core. Let's talk in more speed. Team, that Clem is fast. But suddenly they are caught in some web vines. We can't get through those things, but you can, Violet. I read you, Cos. So she flies through. Meanwhile, Cosmic Boy and Chemical King are trying to escape. Looks like this is your battle, Chem. We're both stuck to these vines, and my supermagnetic powers won't do us any good. Here. Swiftly, the King's amazing chemical reaction power does its thing. No plants can withstand fire, and that's a chemical action, namely oxidation. My body is priceless to me. There is no way its precious insulation metal can be duplicated. They made it out of spare parts. It should be halfway down the tunnel by now. Sizzling stars. Some kind of force beam has immobilized Violet. Must be another of Clem's little booby traps. If we go any further, it's a sure bet we'll get stuck in midair too. Those walls contain iron ore. I think I can throw off that immobilizing beam, but it'll be risky. Any second, the walls will be magnetized enough to collapse together. Chem, you must pull Violet out the exact instant the beam releases her. Whew. That was too close to think about. No argument, Chem. Now to reverse the polarity of those rocks and restore the tunnel as it was. What luck. Clem's body was caught by the collapsing tunnel like a raisin in a muffin. Its insulation skin kept it from being damaged, but it's stuck fast in the rock. It's out of this game. Legionnaires, you must have intercepted my body. Good guessing, Clem. Bah, I can still destroy all three of you. I only wish the Legionnaire who disabled me was here to die with you. But he is here, right in front of you. What? You're mad. I saw the meddler myself. Cosmic Boy deduced what really happened on the jungle planet. Right, just listen. When Shrinking Violet, Chemical King, and I located you, we launched a three-way attack. I've magnetized the ore-bearing cliff wall, pinning Clem's metallic skin to solid rock. He can't budge. Next, Chem did his bit. I'm chilling the nitrogen in the air around Clem till it becomes liquid nitrogen. Every component of his body will be frozen in seconds. But it was Violet who topped off the job. This is the last connecting bolts I have to loosen. Now, with a little muscle power, I should be able to behead the android. But it wasn't you three I saw. There, it was another Legionnaire. Wrong, Clem. The shock of losing your body no doubt created a momentary malfunction in your electronic vision. So now I see who did this to me. I'll never forget your face. Has Clem flipped his plastic fiber wig? He talks like there's only one of us. With your distorted vision, you saw a composite Legionnaire caused by an overlapping of our image. I didn't see that coming. The laugh's on you, Clem. All these months, you've wanted revenge against an imaginary hero. On the contrary, the laugh is on you. I prepared myself for any emergency you might withstand my electronic stun vision, but this cube's unique prisma glass will intensify its beams 100-fold. Everything in this cavern will be vaporized except me. But before the killer android can carry out his threat, strange, my voice sounds higher, and the prisma glass shattering all around me, which makes you a non-threat and our prisoner. You should have kept an eye on Violet. While you talked, I shrank and slipped between the molecules of the prisma glass. Then I moved into your head and altered your voice circuits. Your own sound waves shattered the glass. Bah, that's twice I've been thwarted by one tiny female. So, a sexist robot. Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good story. Not bad.